instructions. Expect a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions here? Any questions here? Let's get it on.
This is the best punch in boxing to counter a jab.
Hard right hand by Tommy Morrison as he steps in and gets it across the top of Lewis's left shoulder. Morrison's left was blocked against Lewis's arms.
Morrison seems to be forgetting that same thing right now, though. He should be working Lewis's body as well. He's the shorter fighter here. For him to have an advantage, he should throw more body shots that can bring Lewis's hands down.
Morrison.
Tommy was breathing, long stride, and there's a good body shot.
Good body shot by Morrison, but he goes down, so score it a knockdown for Lewis.
I thought it was a left hook. The fighters had their back, but if it was a very short left hook.
Fascinating exchange because Morrison seemed to be doing damage to the body, and all of a sudden he was on the canvas. It just misses with the right hand, and now there's blood at Tommy Morrison's right eye. So the little left hook from Lennox Lewis that put Morrison down has apparently also cut his eye. Round 2 coming to a close. There was a knockdown in the round for Lewis.
Trying to block Morrison's way in with it.
There's another good left hook by Lennox Lewis.
The way he's throwing that hook is almost as though he's been watching some Roy Jones tapes or something.
It's not that good, Roy.
He shouldn't get wild because that's Tommy's game. Tommy needs to throw the wide punches because he's reaching up.
The knockdown, of course, marked the 11th time in the decade of the 90s that Tommy Morrison's been down. There's another good left hook for Lennox Lewis.
And if Lennox dictate the pace, you can count for a 12th knockdown because he will go down again. Punching between Morrison's punches, which is what I told you would be a problem for him.
Looking to nationalize officiating in the sport, he says bringing in a Nevada referee for this fight is one step in that direction.
I can tell you one more thing that I can see. Morrison is getting a little closer to Lennox. This means that Lennox may be getting a little tired in the leg department.
And I thought landed a big but grazing right in that exchange.
Yeah, but you never should underestimate a puncher such as Tommy Morrison. I wouldn't try to walk him down. I would sit there and box him just like Lennox is doing. You're going to make him fight him much harder than he is doing right now.
There's a right hand by Morrison. He's got a mouse under his left eye, but he's starting to connect more and more frequently with those right hands as he steps inside. Lewis short with the right hand.
Force Morrison to fight, you're going to get caught with some big short punches because he throws powerful short punches.
More and more, it looks like Morrison was correct when he said there was no way he could outbox Lennox Lewis.
Yes.
Which is forward and grabs Morrison. Mills Lane gets him at the distance again, and Lewis landed a right hand. Kind of ring awareness Lewis has not always shown in his career. You put this talent together with real knowledge, and you've really got something, but that's always been the case.
If it falls, he'll have to be very careful of that right hand right there.
And that's what Tommy just tried to do, countering over the jab with the right hand. Landing more punches. Morrison maybe landing the harder shots, although there was another hard left hook by Lennox Lewis. Morrison stepping in with the right. And lands a chopping right as the round comes to a close.
Morrison is starting to swell, and it's going to start, his eyes are starting to swell, and this should start affecting his vision soon.
Jim, 4 rounds to nothing, 40-35, Lennox Lewis. I gave Lennox all 4 rounds. Certainly he deserves an extra point in round 2 for the knockdown. Lennox is showing me a great left jab. Real good defense. Tommy's not getting through, and I think forgets he's killing Morrison with all that Vaseline. It's going in his eye. He can't see the punches coming.
Lennox simply jabs and then drops the right hand over. He's been very effective in the first minute of this round.
2 things I only that if you stay out of Lennox's range and he has the longest arms, then that means you're that much further out of your own range. Lennox has an "I'm about to take over now" expression on his face. These things play a big role in a boxing ring because when you see a guy with that "I give" look, it gives you more confidence, gives you energy sometimes that you don't even have to want to get him out.
Under a minute in round number 4. Or check it, round number 5, I should say. As has been the pattern throughout his career, Morrison has been largely dominated in this 5th round by Lewis. All those punches were blocked by Lennox Lewis's arms. And there's a monumental uppercut. Morrison went to one knee. Lane calls it a knockdown, correctly so. Morrison knew it. He went immediately to the neutral corner, and that right eye's looking pretty bad.
This fight, Morrison has the I give up look on him. Lennox knows it. Lennox is just going to keep coming. Morrison. He knows every combination that Morrison throws, and they're insane. Morrison has basically almost given up in this fight. He wants to go out and see can he land a big shot now.
Oh, that's a terrific right-hand shot.
He'll make a statement here anytime.
In pleading his own case, you might have heard Morrison say to the doctor, but the left hook has not been a factor so far. Down goes Morrison again, and this is becoming a blowout.
4, 5,
Morrison is too concerned about his eye. He's letting his eye take him out of the fight.
And Lennox begins to showboat just a little bit. Now he comes back to the jab, popping it and bringing it back the way you're supposed to.
This was the round that Morrison stopped Ruddock after taking a terrible beating.
Lane's getting very close to a stoppage here. You get that sense. Down goes Morrison again, and I wonder if Mills has seen enough.
4,
There is no 3 knockdown rule in effect. That's the 4th knockdown of the fight, and that'll do it.
A terrific performance by Lennox Lewis. Defensively, he kept that right hand up so that he completely neutralized Tommy Morrison's outstanding left hook. His jab was harder than we've seen it before, more purposeful. He fought a perfect fight for Lennox Lewis.